Am I live? Dude, what's going on with this? Doesn't even sound. Am I live? The fuck happened to OBS, man? Uh, oh. We are live? Hello? I'm very quiet. Hello? Hello, hello? Okay. Am I good? I'm okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. Chat's not connected. Not yet. Hold on. I gotta put the link in. Okay, it's alive. Okay, good. Good. I can't even share. I can't even get a shareable link. That's how broken this is. It's not even giving me a share. I can't even share the stream. What is going on? Nothing ever happened, I guess. I literally can't. Dude. Chat even working yet? No, chat's not even working. Oh! Never mind. It's connected to chat. Hold on. Let's get. You know what? I need some new music. Actually, I need. Uh. Oh. 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 Okay. We're all good. I guess we're back. Man, that sucks. Sucks that happened though. What was the last thing that I said? I don't know why it won't show me the thing. Guys, what was the last thing that happened? I need some new music, dude. We need some new music. I was on something. Okay, hold on. I need some new soundtracks. Hold on. We're getting some new soundtracks. Hold on. I need some new motherfucking soundtracks. Well, there's the thing. Can I share this and post this instead? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to reset up. Why does it say that the stream is dead? Ah, there we go. I just posted it. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, man! I can't believe we crashed, bro. Fucking hell! I'm so mad about that. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Let's get the I hate when this happens. I'm like so fucking mad about it. We need some new music. I need something perfect. Alright. This is where we were last left off. I'm not sure if this was like... Okay, hang on. Oh, this is loud. Okay. I'm not sure where we were last... What was last thing? Anyway, I just finished talking about this, and I was saying, oh, I really like it. I think it's really cool that this, like, buff Sun Shower, and, I was talking about the corrosion, and like how the corrosion, you want to use it on yourself, and the awakening's on the enemy, and this buffs yourself, and that's pretty much all I was saying. I don't know when I cut out. But yeah, I guess that's... Let's talk about ally. I don't even know. Anyway, TLDR, the corrosion inflicts yourself. Think about the first one. I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, TLDR, the corrosion helps you maintain low sanity. I was gonna say E.G.O is very cool. I like the idea behind it. And we just have to move on to the next one. We just have to move on. Hopefully, we can not lose our internet again. Lamp of Assault by Typhy. Okay. Let's grab that. Lamp of Assault. This is a Big Bird. This E.G.O is based on as many parts of Big Bird I could work with, from the power, null-esque status from the E.G.O page, eternal lit lamp for redirection, watchful eyes for E.G.O resource. The corrosion is more akin to the fight and the salvation page, and the sins are based on what I remember from the story. Okay. There's the biggest bird. There's a very big bird. Let's play on the passive, which is when chaining skills, this unit can draw enemies' attacks toward the skill as if it had 3 or more speed. Very interesting. Watching Eye. Skill and passive effects read times 10% less value than actual value. Status, potency, count, speed, extra, etc. Reduced by half count. Turn end. Okay. We have the Awakening is a 2112. It is a WoW. 15 SP. Combat Star. 4 attack weight. Inflict all targets with the highest resonance of Watching Eyes. Gain highest resonance attack weight. So basically what this means is it reduces the value of the actual effects. Which is like, so if it has like 5, if it had 10 bleed, it actually is, it would reduce it by, I guess, like 1 bleed. So it'd be like 9, it would count as 9 bleed. For 3 turns, lose SP, inflict attack power down, and gain E.G.O resource ramp. That's pretty good. Then we have the Corrosion, which is a 2 coin 30. Targets randomly. Target inflicts more Watching Eyes. Base power for being slow. Inflict 3 bind next turn. Inflict Fragile. Deal more damage based on the target's missing HP and heals damage. Very simple E.G.O, honestly. But yeah. This is pretty simple. A very interesting buff, passive here. And I like the lit lamp has like a speed requirement. This is probably very strong, but like it doesn't have that much of you know, you have to, it's a resin, so you do have to work for it. And these are awesome. We have a 4 Pride, 2 Gloom, 3 Lust. It is a bit costly. I think that's 10, 11. And it gives you Endure, and Effective to Wrath, Lust, Pride, Weak to Gloom, and Sloth. Very nice. I love the little birds here. Very cool. Very simple. I don't know much to say about it. It is a WoW, so it can be strong. And it's got some good effects on it. Very nice. Thank you for the submission. We have Life for a Daredevil, Don Quixote. Okay, Life for a Daredevil then. Let me get here. So this is an existing abnormality. This is Crumbling Armor. I picked Don Quixote for this due to her fearless behavior in some parts of the story. Very simple. Let's find the passive. Turn start, this unit uses the defensive skill, gain Fragile. Ooh. If the unit uses an attack skill or an E.G.O, gain damage up and slash power up. Slash lose once per turn, gain protection for every 10% missing HP. Interesting. Awakening, it is a WoW level 25 sanity cost at 10 plus 3/3, so low clone power. However, Flash power 10 if no defensive skill was used by this unit or their allies. Unit, until the skill ends, this cannot be taken damage or stagger. Clash lose, deal 100% of missing HP percentage on self. Critical rate of the skill is fixed at 100%. Oh my god. Okay, do not fucking clash lose with this skill. Critical heals deal 5% more damage for every poise, max 100. Add 20 more poise. Critical heals deal 20% more damage, 100. It is 3 unbreakables. Unbreakable coin hits. Second hits gain attack power up next turn, and then deal 50% uncredible crit. Gain 5 potency and count. Interesting. Yeah. Yes, you want to lose the clash here, but also you don't want a defensive skill, because if you defensive skill, you get a bazillion fragile. Okay, and then we have the corrosion, which is indiscriminate. 40 final power and plus 10 if no defensive skill was used by this unit or their allies. Criticals deal more damage 200%, and more than 20 poise you deal another 200%. Holy shit, that does a lot of damage. This is to claim their rolls. You deal 100% critical damage for in-game poise, crit, inflict fragile. Holy shit. This is very simple. This is literally to claim your fucking soul. More fuck the bones bit. This is to claim your whole spirit. We have a 11 and a 14, so it's a 14. You should learn the techniques of claiming bones. And the affinity is ineffective, endure, ineffective, fatal. I like the idea of the defensive gimmick bit, where like it discourages you from using a defensive skill and rewards you for attacking. I'm a big fan of that. The idea that you want to lose the clash to gain the most benefit, I always am up for having unique things like winning, like actually being better with the losing clash. I like the idea. It does a lot of fucking damage, but also it's a WoW, so I can understand that. So that's very good, very good. And it has fragile, and you know, and it's got poison stuff, so yeah, very nice. You know, it's fucking. This is my favorite abnormality, by the way, crumbling armor. I'm sure you guys already know that. And yeah, hell yeah, that's good. Where'd half the views go? Well, when my fucking internet crashed, the first live dropped, so probably like half of everyone left because, you know, suddenly I just quit. So I love that. That's awesome. That makes me fucking happy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the submission, though. I do appreciate it. Next, we have Magic Bullet Rioshi. Alright. As a note, by the way, guys, we are officially at almost the halfway point. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so we're almost at the halfway point. Almost halfway. So I don't even know if I'll be able to. You know what? Like, do we just sit up and lock in? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna take my time. I'm already fucking miserable. Who cares? Let's just take my time. And at least I can make myself unmiserable by reading abnormal E.G.Os. So this is an existing abnormality. Obviously, this is Der Freischütz, the magic bullet. I wanted to be like the E.G.O that Otis has, but stronger to push more burn. I made a new type of magic bullet called the magic buckshot. While making her E.G.O, I thought of her defying the contract that she has with the Freischütz. She stays on the field until the end of her turn on the last bullet and then dies, instead of using it on the last bullet. Okay. So, let's have a look at this. Let's read the passive. 5 buckshots. On hit with a base attack skill, inflict magic buckshot 5/2 burn. The LCE magic bullet Rioshi identity, which is apparently what this is for, inflict magic buckshot dark flame burn instead. If the target has 30 burn, inflict dark flame. Okay, cool. Let's have a read of the bullets. It would be shorter? Well, I mean, no, it is shorter because I can do double the amount in the same amount of time. The thing is, it took me 5.5 hours to 6 hours to do 30 IDs. In the current pace that we were going before we crashed, I would have been able to do 70 E.G.Os in 5.5 to 6 hours. I would have literally doubled it, but now my pacing's all fucked, so I'm gonna just push on maybe an extra hour or two than I can and just crash out after. Magic Buckshot. Value changes depending on the field effects. Magic Bullet Rioshi only. The highest value of the base pound coin of skill 3. Okay. First Magic Buckshot. Deal 10% damage, inflict Dark Flame, and paralyze. Raise stagger threshold. Cool. Second Buckshot. Deal 20% damage, gain attack weight, inflict defensible down, and burn. Cool. Third Magic Buckshot. Deal 30%, gain 3 attack weight, raise stagger threshold, inflict wrath, and pride. Awesome. Fourth Magic. 40%, gain 4 attack weight, inflict burn, then offensive and defensive down. Nice you. Fifth Buckshot. 100% damage. Reuse the second coin of the skill for every 3 Dark Flame. 2 times. Gain attack weight, raise the main target and other 2 targets. Stagger threshold. Thank you for the follow. Inflict 15 burn, inflict wrath, fragility, and pride fragility, and then she dies. Also, this is a very pretty, very nice Rioshi. I like that the shotgun has like the blue and yellow theme, and the boot is very nice. And she has like a katana. Very awesome, very awesome. Let's read the Awakening, which is a 20 plus 6. It is a he, 25 sanity. 2 coin, gain Pierce Cap for every Dark Flame. 3. The Dark Flame on target for every burn, max 5. At 0 Buckshot, gain Buckshot. Magic Buckshot's value determine the bullet. After attack, gain Dark Flame Buckshot. And Unbreakable Coin. Inflict burn equal to Dark Flame on the main target to all enemies. Deals 30% damage if the main target has 5 Dark Flame. Yeah, she dies after she uses her 5th ammo, pretty much. Magic Bullet. Target randomly. Inflict Pierce Fragility for every Dark Flame on target, max 3. Inflict Dark Flame for every burn. At 0, she gains it. Obviously, gain Dark Flame divided by 3 bullet. Rounded down. Unbreakable Coin. Inflict burn equal to Dark Flame on target. Rounded down. Unbreakable Coin. Deal 40% if the main target has 7 burn. Okay. I really like this. This is so cool. This is it's literally pretty much Magic Bullet, but for Ryoshi's gimmick instead. It's pretty much a one-to-one it's not a copy is what I'm saying. It's pretty much exactly Magic Bullet's gimmick, but on a Ryoshi ID, which is sick. We have the costs here. 4 Pride, 4 Wrath. And the resistances, Endure Wrath, in effective Pride. And then Fatal Envy, Fatal Sloth. Alright, I'm a big fan of this. I love the idea behind it. Very well done. Excellent work. Thank you for the submission. We have Mimicry Otus. Okay, next is Mimicry Otus. That's me. Obviously, this is nothing there. There is a lot of yapping in this one. Respectfully, I'm going to shorten this a lot. It is pretty much explaining the reasons why they did something. Why is this Envy? Because it represents the emotion better. Why Otus? Because Otus is relevant in her Greek lore. And then mechanics. Obviously, we'll read the mechanics. Thank you. Alright, let's read. Sorry guys, I'm kind of cutting down on the reading of the forum stuff. I'm like, I am reading it. I'm getting a general idea of what's going on, so don't you worry. Passive. On offense skill use, excluding E.G.O skills and single coins, the last coin gains 2 times power. Bro, what is this? Library of Ruiner? Oh god, dude. On defensive skills, ignore instances of damage that they deal less or than equal to the final power of the skill. God, I'm in Library of Ruiner all over again. Here's the art. By the way, here's the art. Very nice Otus. She's got like a fucking mimicry on her leg. That's really cool. There's the credit. Terror. Units with SP changes panic type to Terror. Gain 3 offense down and 3 defense down at morale and take 20% more damage from unopposed attacks. Become unable to act and take 40% from unopposed. Units without SP gain 2 attack power down and take 40%. When the unit dies, inflict terror on 2 random enemies. The effect is not cumulative, and it will replace the current value. Interesting. So, it is an Aleph tier. It is a 15 Aleph. We have the... you ask my name. I'll tell it to you, and in return you give me the gift you have promised me. Combat start, inflict 3 terror. On use, inflict 2 offensive down. And defensive down. Yeah, this is nothing there. For every 10% HP between this unit and the target's max. After attack, for 3 turns, lose 20 SP at turn end. Unbreakable. Heal 100% damage dealt. If the target is below 50, deal 50% more damage. On hit without cracking, inflict 10 bleed. On kill, deal 20 SP to all damage enemies. Okay. And because it... Yeah. So you get the goodbye. Goodbye. You just blow them up. This is like a 60 or something. Corrosion, 40 minus 21. My name is Nobody. That is what I am called by my mother and father and by all my comrades. Damn. Damn. Otis is kind of horrifying. Indiscriminate. Prioritize unit with the lowest HP, inflict terror. Defensive down and offensive down for every HP. Flash, lose minus 30 power. For 3 turns, lose 20 SP. Heal 100% of damage dealt. If they're below 50, deal 50. Do more damage for every negative status effect. Inflict bleed. Deal 10% damage to all enemies. And then reuse the coin. Ah, let's go reuse. I really like this. It's kind of like a, is it for an Aleph? Very cool. Pretty much, you spread the terror onto everyone, and you want to unoppose with this. So you unoppose with it, and then you get the passive bonus, and you just fucking just blow them up. And the art's very nice too. And it is the scythe, yeah, scythe mimicry. Very nice. Big fan of this. I gotta say, guys, the Aleph E.G.Os going on have been quite nice. I'm pretty happy with it. This is very nice. Thank you for the submission. What the fuck is this? Moldy Pizza. Oh my god, what is this? Is this a meme submission? I'm gonna read the thing. Custom. Mold of Forgotten Days. Appetite lost. Mold from the outskirts given form by a mysterious entity. Is this real or is this a meme? I'm gonna read this. Passive. Why is it mold on pizza? That's horrid. At turn end, force feed 1 random person attacked this turn by this unit's a pizza, which inflicts 3 spores. The Wrath of Lunchly. Spores. Gain bind. Take X fixed damage. If the effect above or poison kills this affected target, revive the person and give them indiscriminate attack to all their skills. The person affected by the effect prioritizes their allies, and their allies can now start targeting that thing. Allies of said person lose 40 SP. Max count 15, 1 turn end. That's actually a really sick effect. You revive them so that the allies can target them. This is a 30. This is Aleph. Okay. Why does it have 99 attack weight? This is a 21. Every turn passes encounter coin power +1 max 16. What the fuck? Deal 1% damage for every poison on all targets. 150% more. Deal 5% for every turn that passes encounter. Gain turn pass encounter poison. All targets lose 25 SP. Inflict 2 spores. Inflict turn-based encounter plus poison on self additional spores. Inflict turn-based encounter poison. I don't know how to feel it. I don't know. This is like half a meme, but like it's also written out. 32 3 coin. The skill can trigger spores conversion effect. For every turn passes encounter base power +2. For 2 turns, coin power 1. Consume 90 SP. All targets lose 40 SP. Gain and give turns passes and poison. If target had spores, inflict 4 spores to all targets. Inflict spores, poison, spores, poison, spores. Okay. 3 pride, 1 gloom, 6 gluttony, 12 sloth, 2 frat. Jeez, is this the most expensive one we've had so far? 18, 19, pretty much, 24. And then the resistances are ineffective, fatal, ineffective, ineffective, fatal. And weak. Alright. How do I feel about this? There's like half of the good stuff going on here. I do agree. This is like half a meme. It's like half a meme. I do like the kind of gimmick of the person being revived and getting an indiscriminate tag. 12 slot. Immune to gluttony. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh god, you're right. Okay, this is a meme. You're gonna get thrown in the incinerator for this one. But thank you for the submission. Another Aleph. We have Smile Rioshi. Okay. 4 times the sloth. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Another Aleph. This is obviously Mount of Smiling Bodies. This would be a Walpurgis E.G.O. Resistances didn't show up in the graphics, so they are times weak to 2 weak to lust, 05 to sloth, 2 weak to gluttony, 075 gloom. Unlike Fell Bullet, you can choose which ally to target for this E.G.O. And then there's spoilers for Hell Screen, which I'm not going to read, I'm sorry. So, let's have a read. This unit's max HP cannot be raised higher than 300% of its original. When this unit is hit, they lose max HP equal to damage taken. On hit, this unit inflicts 2 bind once per enemy. Absorption, 99. This unit gains value 150 base power, max 4 rounded down. Deal value % more damage with this unit's skills max 25. Okay. This is a 25 costing Aleph 2 coin. It is a 6/6, 22. Main target must be an allied unit. All sub-targets will be enemies. If there are no allied units on the field, this skill cannot be used. Deal absorption, more damage, max 100. Gain absorption, attack weight rounded up. If the unit has under 500 absorption, convert all of the skills into unbreakable coins. Same turn binds. Bananas! For 5 turns, all allied units lose 10 SP at turn end. Ooh, my god. This coin only hits the main target. Kill the target, then gain absorption. Equal to the target's max HP. Gain max HP equal to the absorption, and heal. Dude, me when I kill Sinclair for fun. This coin only hits the sub-targets. Inflict absorption, divided by 100 bleed, and count. Gain absorption equal to the damage dealt to kill the target, then heal. I guess, actually, this is really cool. You probably use this on low HP targets. Corrosion, 38. Attack weight 8. Banana react. If there are no allies, the skill cannot be used. The skill cannot be activated as a result of a natural corrosion if there are no allied units on the field. Okay. Targets randomly. Deal absorption damage, 150. Gain absorption, rounded up. Kill all allied units. Okay. Gain absorption equal to the sum of the max speed of all units killed by this effect. Gain HP equal to absorption. Heal HP equal to skill. Activate bleed on target absorption. Oh my god, a whole absorption divided by 100 times. Gain absorption equal to the damage dealt. This is really cool. I actually really like this. This seems pretty fucking balanced. It's hard because when you're dividing by 100, it gets a bit hard to know what the fuck's going on. But I kind of like the thing going on here. It's pretty cool. I mean, okay, this part here where you kill all your allies, obviously. It's a bit hyperbolic, but like everything's a bit hyperbolic. I like the gimmick. Very nice way of done. We have a 2 envy, 4 gluttony, 9 lust, 4, and 3 wrath. And we've already said the existence. It isn't an E.G.O. Sure. There has to be consequences for using an Aleph, guys. There has to be. But yeah, very good. Thank you for submission. The never-ending ticking Otus. Okay. Have a read of this. Ahem. On the responses. This is a custom abnormality. The abno is the clock of the day's end. This abnormality is born from the city's people fear of time. Every day, hour, minute, or even second can bring sorrow and destruction. This abnormality tracks time and makes that fear of time even more real by burning everything around it. Every 12 hours, this abno makes its appearance and creates the end of the day for everyone around it. Sorry for bad drawing. Love you, chat. Kamui. I don't think this is bad drawing. This is very nice. This is not bad at all. I like this. It conveys everything. I like the arm. Very nice. Very nice drawing. Don't say you have bad drawing. It's perfectly good. This is perfectly adequate, and I'm sure thousands of people would say that they can't draw like that. So don't say that to yourself. But very good. Thank you so much. Wrathful Eruption. So we have attack skills consume 10 burn potency. If the skill consumed burn potency with attack next turn, change this unit's leftmost skill to Wrath. If this unit defeats or staggers an enemy with Wrath, to gain Wrath power up. Looks like she'll blow up. I think that might be, in fact, the point. So yeah, that's a good way then. WoW, it is a 10 sanity cost. Attack weight 5, 1 skill. If 10 or more turns have passed, change this affinity to Wrath. I kind of like this. It's changing it to Wrath. Not bad. Gain base power equal to the turn count, max 10, so it gets 10 burst power. If the skill is Wrath, the skill gains attack weight. Gain haste next turn equal to the burn. For 3 turns, lose 10 SP. Inflict 12 hours before the end. Inflict burn potency equal to the count, 12 hours before the end. When inspires, inflicts 1 burn potency for every burn count remaining. When fully expires, trigger burn 12 times. Oh my god. I like the change affinity thing. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the, like, triggering burn. It's pretty good. Holy shit, Dante. Then we have Tic Tac, which is attack by 8, 30, indiscriminate. Gain base power equal to the turn count. Deal more damage to turn count. So it's like a turn-based E.G.O. It's kind of like a Price of Silence, which is very nice. For every burn inflicted with the skill divided, trigger burn again. Burn is finally saved. Might be. Inflict 12 hours before the end. On hit without cracking, inflict burn potency. On kill in this turn, or in the next turn, all skills of this character's turn to Wrath affinity. Okay. And then it is a 2 envy, 1 pride, 5 wrath. I'm not gonna... Yeah, no, this is pretty decent. It's like very interesting that like you want to be all wrath. Pretty much, you want your skills to be wrath so that you can get the maximum benefit of the E.G.O. Yeah, it's Otus. Sorry, my bad. It's Otus. Yeah. So yeah, not bad at all. I like the ideas behind it. Keep up the good work. Thank you for the submission. What the fuck is this? Nihility Silhouette Gregor. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is this? Okay. Alright. Custom. Nihility Silhouette. Dude, I don't know how to say this word. Athazagaraphobia? PO6XX, Aleph09. The most sane and informative of note you'll likely find. The interaction of any material with any connection to it is highly discouraged unless you are ready to die for the sake of further humanities. Knowledge of incompressional. Okay. This is like mega, like, lore gap, and I'm a big fan of this. I'm gonna just read the important part here. Hi, this is the first E.G.O I've ever made based off my own headcanon abnormality. I thought of the LOR days, I hoped it's not to be imbalanced. I tried to make it have both upsides. Your streams have been fun to watch, so I want to say thank you for making them and have a good day. Aw, thank you. Relevant E.G.O info. This E.G.O was designed to have decent synergy with Y Gregor and kind of Priest, which is why it's so heavy in taking hits. It's headcanon to have certain other abnormalities. I'm going to do things which don't exist yet, okay? Pablo. Alright, let me read a little bit of lore then, real quick. Let's see. When can I grab the lore here? Its description has very few notable descriptors. For all intents and purposes, it is something that physically cannot exist, that is created by something that physically does not exist, that does not exist. Yet it does. Okay, awesome. Let's read the let's read this. I love all the quotes here. Let's read the passive. When targeted by any unit affected by aggro, heal SP and gain defense a lot. Take minus 10% damage for every mental fracture on target. Once per turn, if this unit is targeted by an attack with Cacospectomania, do not use this E.G.O skill this turn. Use Athasagagophobia Allayed unopposed. Use this way deals minus 75% damage. Okay. So this is the this is supposed to be used with Gregor and a little bit of Priest. Let's read these. Understanding. Deal 5% more damage per stack. Take 5% more damage per stack. Mental Fracture. SP lose efficiency +1 per stack. Expires when it reaches 5 and take 10 SP damage. Cacospectomania. Max stack 5. Treated as aggro. Oh, unique aggro. The stack left most of the skills. Target must apply the effect. Gain Understanding when hit unopposed. Gain Mental Fracture. Gain Clash Power against the applier. Add 3 Understanding. Consume Understanding to give the highest SP ally Cacospectomania. Turn and increase stack by 1. At 5 stack, lose 5 SP. And gain 2 of the following effects every turn. Envy, Fragility, Bind, Mental Fracture, and Understanding. Then we have Knee Science. Cannot inflict status effects, nor trigger them on units without Cacospot... I'm still gonna call it Kako. Without Kako. Take minus 50% from units without Kako. When expiring Mental Fracture on the target, both the unit and the target gain SP loss efficiency. Unit gains SP on Clash Lose. E.G.O passives that are involved SP loss are triggered regardless of conditions suddenly one day. Cough, cough. Okay, I think I generally have the idea behind it. TLDR, Cacospectomania, goated. You want Mental Fracture, so you can trigger everything. Okay, I get a general idea. It's Aleph actually. So this is Aleph. 10 sanity cost. Will you take our hand? Don't leave us drawn to this empty abyss alone. Damn, look at that. Hold on, look at that art. Damn, that thing kind of freaky. Oh, hell no, bro. I ain't want to be near that, bro. What the fuck? Oh, I really like that the words, like, bend. Let's read this. It is 1-1. If any unit has Cacospectomania, use Athasagagophobia Allayed instead. Damage set to 0. For the rest of the turn of the counter, lose 5 plus 1 for every SP over SP. Inflict highest res Mental Fracture. Inflict Kako next turn. Gain Knee Science next turn. But here's the real awakening, which is this. It is a 4-coin 5/1/1. Okay. The rare 4. Yo, is this Mola Sinclair? Unfocused volley. Gain 2 power if the main target has 3+ Cacospectomania. Hit units with the Cacospectomania. Gain it also next turn. Inflict Mental Fracture. Inflict Mental Fracture. Gain 2 SP for every Understanding. As long as we have a place in your thoughts, will I finally belong somewhere? Alright, let's read the corrosion. Oh my god, the corrosion is a fucking 42. Okay, 3-coin 42. Prioritizes units with Kako, deal more damage for every Mental Fracture. Combat start units with 5 Kako have their Envy resistance set to Fatal. Attack weight 1 for every SP below 0. If used in a clash, base power -10. If less than 5 units have Cacospectomania, base power -15. Unbreakable coin without cracking, paralyze. Unbreakable coin on hit, expire, fracture. And on all units to inflict 10% more damage for every unit that had fracture. Take 100 HP damage plus 50 for every unit with Cacospectomania that has died this encounter. You should forget me too? No. Let me stay within your gaze forever. And also, it's, yeah, -30 offensive. Okay. Wow. Very interesting. I like it. It's got a very... It's definitely, like, it's supposed to essentially punish people for hitting you. So, you give yourself the unique aggro, and then you can also inflict the unique aggro, which then also works with neuroscience. I like it. It's very technical. Like, you need to be very specific when you do this, and I like complicated IDs. So it's very complicated, but like in a good way. It does have 16 resource. Yeah, it is a left here. So 6 envy, 4 gloom, 4 lust to wrath, and also the resistances are endure, ineffective, normal, fatal, fatal, ineffective, and you can't see that there because Q's in the way, but it's 0.25 envy, almost 0. So very nice. Thank you for the submission. Next we have Nixie Vacuum Mer Salt. Nixie Vacuum Mer Salt. Okay, let me grab here. This is going to be the... There we go. This is Steam Transport Machine. Main concept was to replicate the Abno's ability to gain strength over time. But the passive once per turn means that the effect is applied the first turn the unit receives damage and the first time it deals damage. Okay, read it. If the accumulated pass is odd, receive and deal X poise more damage once per turn, max 45. This is the scene of Assault on the Machine. If the accumulated pass is even, receive and deal poise divided by 3 less damage per turn. If the E.G.O will trigger, the latter effect instead triggers the former. Accumulated pass 210. When this stack is removed, decrease all stagger thresholds by stack divided by 10. On stagger, remove the effect. Turn end, gain 11 stack if the turn has 120, instead remove 11. I really like how it's got the... Yeah, no, I like his fit here. He's got a very nice fit on. Big fan. Ahem. Awakening. 11-11. It is a he 20. Gain 11 accumulated past. Inflict paralyze next turn. Gain poise. Deal accumulated past more damage. And gain accumulated past poise on crit. So, okay. It's a crit E.G.O. Very nice. Corrosion is a 22. It is attack rate for every 33 passed on you. Max 5. So you get a much more corrosion. So that's 3. So this can be up to 9. Inflict paralyze, deal more damage. If this coin dealt 0 damage, inflict bind and paralyze on self and all targets next turn. Crit. Consume pass to reuse coin max 3 times per skill. Oh my god. Remove all accumulated pass. Okay. But that's a lot of accumulated pass you need, so. Ugh. Envy, pride, sloth. So. Beep. Fatal, fatal, endure. Very simple. Very, very, very simple. It is a he, so it doesn't have to be too complicated. All it does its job, it gives you poise count, makes you do more damage, does a little bit of paralyze. So, big fan. I'm a big fan of metronome. I like metronome because metronome's cool. So you have a very minimal, a different version of the metronome effect. You probably could have even just given the base E.G.O gift metronome effect if you wanted to, and then just say this skill does not stack with metronome. But I like this. So very simple, very calm. I don't have much more to say on it because I can see it being in the game. So nice work. Thank you for the submission. Next we have Nymph Greor. Okay, Nymph Greor. This is an existing name, obviously Nymph, and this is based on the phlebotomy pack. Bloodletting Gregor. Oh. Healing E.G.O. Art credit my friend Marta. There you go. Let's have a look. It's a very nice Gregor. It's like a World War nurse Gregor. Very nice. Let's read the passive here. Ivy Drip. When an ally heals HP, gain 25% of the HP amount restored by the ally. Interesting. Ooh. Not bad at all. Okay. Phlebotomy Cable A. Base attack 6. When an ally heals HP, gain 30% of the HP restored. Max 6%. If allies heal above max HP, allies with the least HP gain shields. Lose stack. If ally has max shield, the ally loses its stack. Ruptured Bag, base stack 3, max stack 6. Clash win, activate bleed once. When at 1 stack does not lose bleed, count until the clash wins. Ooh. It is a TEF. It is a 19 plus 5. Got a scratch, huh? Well, I just got the thing for you. Hurt my patience, and I got a punishment for you troublemakers. 2 coin. This ego can be used on teammates and won't activate on-hit effects on allies. If used to clash against an enemy, -3 attack weight. Ah. After attack, for 2 turns, lose 5 SP on turn start. Allies heal 35% of own max HP on hit against allies. Inflict 4 bleed count on hit against allies that had healed HP but still have missing HP gain phlebotomy cable. Ah, okay, I like that. That's cool. This is awesome. On hit inflict bleed. Empty gift. 38 1 coin. You two, yes you, get over here. See what happens when you foolishly decline my blood bags. I can tell the Gregor VA would go crazy on that voice acting. Indiscriminate. Targets 2 lowest HP allies and 3 enemies with the highest HP. 30 SP cost. Gain 30 bleed. Unhit ally against ally deals 65% damage. -1 coin power for every ally above 9% HP. Max 5. Inflict bleed. Inflict additional bleed for each bleed. Count. Max 10. Inflict 3 rupture bag. On hit against ally, inflict 6 phlebotomy cable on 2 allies with lost HP. Inflict 2 bleed count. Consume 3 back stack on 3 allies lost HP. I feel like some stuff was skipped. Unfortunately, I am having to skip a lot of words in the form. I am reading it, but I can't read it out. I'm trying to get these all done in at least in 1 day to save my sanity. So there's some people have written 6 paragraphs in there. I can't read all the paragraphs. I'm trying to read as much as I can that I feel like is relevant, at least for the review. So I'm sorry about that. I can't get it all. If I had infinite time, I would do it, but I can't. So that's that. This is awesome. 3 lust, 2 wrath. A very nice healing teth. This would drain blood from Gregor to recall those lines. Yeah, no, true. It would take all of his blood out. Ineffective, lust. Fatal. Jeez, what are the egos as of recent? First that rose, now this. That's pretty funny. Alright, that's a good one. I don't really like this. Thank you very much for your submission. How are we? I'll tell you right now. We are currently... We are over halfway. We are currently... We have completed 40 egos, guys. We have completed 40 egos. There are another... wait, how on. Is this 40? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... No, 9, 18... 27. We've completed 36 egos. Okay, 36 egos completed. There are exactly 30 more. There are exactly 30 more. Speaking of, the next ego is the One-Eye King. The One-Eyed King. No, there's 67, guys. There's 67. 67 total. We are now... we are at 36, so we're halfway. So let's grab this one. But I'm also going to be not reading as much of the laws. I'll be reading the laws, but I'll only keep the relevant parts. This is a custom abnormality, the One-Eyed King. This is a Tokyo Ghoul thing, yes. Abnormality's appearance is that of a human centipede with a black mask on its face with a single eye in the middle. Short white hair behind its back, and there are several tentacles. There's some kind of armor, and it's apparently have some zombie-like tendrils. This is Tokyo Ghoul. God, I haven't seen Tokyo Ghoul in a long fucking time. This is... Alright, cool. Let's have a read here. This is a passive. Before the ego use, this ego counts as lust and gluttony in resonance. Interesting. A ego that counts as both as two stuff. Gain 1 RC cell when healed. Heal by a fourth of the character's max HP when winning a clash. Having an ego count as 2 types of affinities is very interesting, because I don't think anyone's done that before. RC cells. At 1 or more stack, gain base power for every 10 bleed on the target. At 3 or more, deal 100% more damage with heads. At 5 or more stacks, deal 100% more with head hits with lust skills. At 7 or more stacks, gain protection. At 10 or more stacks, gain attack power. A ghoul's hunger. When triggered, deal bleed divided by 2 sinking potency. Blinding damage, then reduce the sinking and bleed count by 1. Kakuju regeneration, increase HP healing provided by passives, skills, and coins by 10% for every stack, max 10. King's Wedding Ring, gain 1 protection. If staggered, exit stagger. If corroded, exit corrosion and go back to 0 SP. Ah, so you can get out of corrosion with this one. We have a 2 coin. This is a WoW. 855, so very small numbers, but you get a lot of power. Coin power for every bleed on target, max 3. Gain attack weight for every 10 sinking, max 3. With already 3 attack weight. Before use, if the target died, inflict their bleed and sinking potency and their count to other targets of the E.G.O. The main target died due to bleed, don't cancel this attack and choose a random target as the main. Inflict 10 bleed if at 4 or more lust resonance, gain Kakuju regeneration for the rest of the resonance. Inflict 3 bleed count. On hit, inflict sinking equal to the bleed on the main target if 5 or more RC cells trigger, Ghoul's Hunger, and then reduced by 1. And then we have a 3 coin 40. Very strong. Attack weight 3, gain pace power for 3. Gain attack weight if the main target died of bleed or sinking. You affect the other targets, deal more damage for every RC cell. Inflict bleed if at more lust, and gain Kakuju regeneration for the rest of the resonance. Inflict sinking and bleed. Dude, sinking bleed, very interesting combo. This is where you gain the King's Wedding Ring. If at 5 or more cells, trigger the Ghoul's Hunger, and then lose RC bleed, and then reuse the coin. Damn! I'll tell you what, this pumps out numbers, but I really like the RC effect. 1000 minus 7. But yeah, no, it's very simple. I think it's like a very sustained, bleedy, sustained kind of tank kind of thing. I do like the bleed sinking. Dude, bleed sinking, what a crazy combo status effect. I do like that. I'm a big fan of this. Very nice. Thank you for the submission. Excuse me. Yeah, look at her. It's a little Otis. Now we have 1 Sin Otis. Okay. Let's see here. Ahem. 1 sin and 100 good deeds. It is a Lobcorp Walpurg as a Zane E.G.O. Everything with the image was sourced from the game and Frankenstein together. With the little Otis. Well, this is in-game, so let's read it from in-game. Endless Council at turn start. If this unit did not inflict damage last turn, all allies heal 5 SP. It is 20 sanity cost. It is a 1 coin unbreakable. Penitence. After attack, heal 12 self-P to self and 2 other allies. Inflict 7 sinking. Clash lose, heal all allies for 50% of HP. Damn. Fatal to Lust, Fatal to Gluttony, Endures Pride. And the resources are very cheap with the Pride 1, Gluttony, and 4 Sloth. No corrosion. There's no corrosion on this. There you go. So no corrosion. It's a base E.G.O. One-shot the funny ALF. Yeah, maybe it does one-shot the funny ALF. Anyway, not bad. Pretty decent, honestly. 15 HP. 15% of HP. That's Fluid Sack, dude. Fluid Sack for losing a clash, bro. I'm about to lose every clash with Otis. On God. On God, I'm about to lose every clash with Otis. But, very simple, very straightforward. I like it. Thank you for the submission. Next we have Overdo Alignments. What is that? Yeah, Overdo Alignments Gregor. Okay, Overdo Alignments Gregor. This is obviously based on Overdo Alignment's time-consuming futility. The E.G.O is from the abnormality that gives you the special contract E.G.O gift. The main gimmick of this E.G.O is to deal more damage and inflict more debuffs gains based on how long the battle has lasted, while also making use of stagger levels and bars. Mind God. Why is he so shrunk? I don't know, but that is how it has been written here, so. I'm not EP. That's not me. That's how it's been written. You can't even... It says assignments in the description here. It might just be... I think it's just a misinput. Anyway. Passive. You're taking too long. On here with an unopposed attack, deal more damage. Heads hit against a stagger target, inflict defensive down 5 per turn. Temporary contraction. Take max stack 2. Take current turn times 3 damage. Upon getting stagger, take fixed damage equal to 10% of max HP and reduce the effect count by 1. Lose 1 stack. This effect does not stack until it's fully expired. When this effect is active, it does not stack with the effects of the current E.G.O gift special contract. Okay, cool. Let's go over here. This is a 3 coin. This is a he. 15 sanity, 3 coin with unbreakable. Deal 50% damage if the enemy is staggered. Gain clash power for every stagger bar the target has. Ooh, that's interesting. Gain stagger level, offense level. Inflict stagger level, offense down. If the target has no stagger bars, inflict fragile. And inflict temporary contract. Deal current turn more damage. Okay. Corrosion 30. Before use, deal 3% damage to staggered. Lose clash power for every stagger bar the person has. Gain attack power up for every staggered bar the next turn. Inflict stagger level divided by 2 fragile. Inflict stagger level times 3 offense level down. Unbreakable coin, inflict temporary contraction. Deal current turn damage 200. Okay, very simple. Very, very simple. Oh, we have 3 pride, 1 gloom, 2 loss, 1 wrath. Yeah, it's pretty much, it gives you pretty much special contract. You get special contract. You think you can handle this much paperwork? Well, then here you go. Enough. I can't take much more of those procrastinated assignments. They're too much. Yeah, it's like a debuffer. Debuffing he, not bad. Big fan. Job application E.G.O. It do be like that. Oh, I think my music finally stops. Oh, back to the B. Alright, thank you for the submission. Another Overdo Assignments. We have an Aleph Overdo Assignments. Okay. So we have 2 Overdo Assignments. Did you guys do your assignment? This is by... Okay. This is gonna loop. This is obviously Overdo Assignments. This was designed to be relatively simple, but strong enough to outclass most WoW E.G.O in terms of damage. The idea for Aleph E.G.O was that they would be very powerful, but basically cripple the Sinner for their next few turns with lowered SP. Passive. Whenever an enemy is staggered by damage or stagger threshold raising effects, they take damage equal to 7% of their max HP and gain fragile next turn. Whenever an assignment is turned in on time, all allies heal 5 SP. Assignment 10. Lose the amount of hits taken this turn 2 stacks and gain bind. When stack reaches 0, take damage equal to 50% of your max HP and become staggered. If the status remains 2 turns after being applied, the unit that applied the status and 4 random allies take remaining stack times wrath damage and the status is removed. Okay. This is an Aleph. 60 sanity. Holy shit. It's a fish. 50 deadline. This unit cannot act next turn unless at minus 45 SP. Apply 10 assignments. Does not add to existing attacks. Apply 2 fragile this turn and next. Corrosion. 40-3-3. Target prioritizes assignments. If user was at 45 SP on turn start, this skill cannot target allies. If the main target has assignment, the skill does 50% more damage and applies 1 fragile on his next turn. Reuse this if the main target has assignment. Holy shit, this is absolutely busted. Oh my god. Well, not... I mean, yeah, because... Holy fuck. Well, I mean, not actually, because this reduces a lot of the assignment. The third coin reuses infinitely? No, it says if the target has assignment. That's a lot of reuses. A lot of reuses, but it is indiscriminate. It's probably a bit too many reuses, but I think everything besides it, like, I think the assignment is fine. I honestly think the coin values are honestly fine for an Aleph. It's just Aleph wing beat. This bit might be a bit much. It might be like maybe max like 3 or something. Maybe I don't know, but I do think this is fine, honestly. The base premise is fine. The assignment disappears on turn end. Ah. There you go. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It's literally infinite. Okay, that's funny. Thank you for the submission. That is a funny thing. What in the goddamn? Perceived intent Mersault. They're assigning it. Okay. This is a very nice Mersault art right now. This is an existing. This is Hole in the Man Mersault.